Welcome back to Joe Live. Got a special show today, kind of a follow-up show from the other day. Got some special guests here. Kel Grauberger in the house.
Good morning.
Rick Riggins in the house.
Yeah, good morning.
And we kind of had an awesome little event today.
We
Kel?
did.
Well, why don't you just introduce yourself and tell us who you are, and we'll go over some other stuff.
Okay. Hello, I'm Cale Grauberger, and I'm the president of National Veterans Flagpoles United. And today, like Sean said, we have
Shane. You can call me Shane, Sean. It's okay. The more comedy the more comedy we interject.
I don't even know who I'm talking to.
The more comedy we interject, the better. It's okay.
So anyway, this morning we had a groundbreaking here at Jackson's. We have set up a new donation site here at Jackson's for National Veterans Flagpoles United, which is very cool, and thank you for allowing us to do that.
Sure. Actually, let me show you. This is your new logo.
Yes, it is.
National Veterans Flagpoles United. And Rick or Cale, why don't you guys tell us what you do?
Go ahead, Rick.
Well, what we do is we locate honorably discharged veterans, and we present them with a flagpole free of charge. We'll go out and we'll do all the dirt work, and we'll do all the labor. All we got to do is get a nomination and call Okie 811 and get clearance to dig, and we're good to go. We just need to get them on the schedule.
And Rick, what's your position over there?
I'm the Veterans Outreach Coordinator. I reach out to Okie 811, and I let the veterans know when they're being scheduled, and we have a group normally go out on Saturdays, and we start about 9:30 in the morning, and we go till we're done. We'll do anywhere from 3 to 5 flagpoles on a Saturday.
What? How many local members do you have in the organization?
Well, we have a full board of 5 board members, but the veterans that we have honored around this area, we're reaching about, 75 now, something like that we have done here locally. So we've done a lot of flagpoles, and we're looking to do a lot more. October, we're going to have 2 weekends that we are going to do
The
flagpoles.
15th and 22nd.
That is correct, yeah.
Right.
15th, we're going to do stuff here in Enid and Lahoma area.
Drummond.
And then on the 22nd, then we're going to go to Oklahoma City, and we are going to honor some veterans down there in Oklahoma City. And then we'll come into November, and we'll do how many more in
3
Cherokee?
veterans in Cherokee.
In Cherokee, Oklahoma in November. And then when we're done in November, we're going to shut down for the winter time.
Okay.
It just simply gets too cold out, and people don't want to be outside and stuff like that. But who knows? This November and December, it may be 80 degrees.
Right.
Yeah, you never know.
Now we're a donation center. I've on the screen here. I've got the new banner. Now who's the gentleman on the left there?
That is Jeremy. He is our...
He chickened out on the podcast. He acted like he had something to do.
Well, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
He is our treasurer, so he takes care of all of our ins and outs and all that stuff. And so, yeah, that's Jeremy. Kirkley is his last name.
And props to the banner there. Who made the banner?
Hey, man, I tell you what, PDQ,
Yeah.
they did an awesome job on these banners. If you look at that, it's got our QR code down there at the bottom. So if you take a picture of that QR code, it will take you directly to our Facebook page.
Okay.
And when you get to our Facebook page, you can like it, you can follow us, and then there's an About tab there on the page. You hit that About tab, and it'll bring up a form where you can nominate a veteran, or you can nominate yourself. So it's really easy. It's a one-stop shop type of deal.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So that banner it turned out awesome.
Yeah, it did. And once again, this is your new logo. Who designed the logo?
Actually, we sent off and had this professionally designed from a individual, I believe in South Carolina, is who did this. And so this is a copyrighted logo and all that stuff.
So that's a national logo then, like for all the different chapters and stuff?
Yes. Actually right now we're just in Oklahoma, but I'm in.
I thought you were, it's a state thing. It's not a nationwide thing.
No, we're going nationwide.
Okay.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. Yeah. I'm in talks with an individual right now up in Kansas I'm going to have breakfast with him Sunday morning. And hopefully he will say, yes, I want to start a chapter up in Kansas, and then we'll get one rolling up in Kansas. And then hopefully, here within the next couple of years, we'll be, surrounded by
Rick
chapters.
said maybe you guys will maybe head toward Texas a little bit and
yes,
kind of expand.
Next year?
Next year, we plan on going down to Texas, Missouri.
Cool.
Joplin area
Joplin.
and Van Buren, Arkansas.
Yeah. I just, I went to New Orleans over the weekend, and I was talking with some veterans at at one of their little pubs down there, and they were from Joplin as well. So I gave them all of our information, and hopefully we'll get them to nominate themselves, and we'll get some more from the Joplin area, and we'll go to Joplin next year.
You know what you guys need?
What's that?
It just came to me.
What is it?
A jingle.
We do need a jingle.
You need a jingle.
We do.
I can have you make it right here.
Well, we need to figure out one and come up with a jingle. Yeah, we can do that. So,
First thing we need to do is get alcohol involved.
It's funny because you say that because that seems to get the juices flowing.
Yeah,
it does.
No pun intended.
It does. Well, maybe we can figure that one out, and we'll come up with a jingle.
And Rick, you had earlier you were telling me about one of the. You also there have been a couple of instances where you guys put flags in for couples, right? For husbands and wives. What is that exactly? What does that entail?
Well, the first one that I know of that was done was for my wife and I. I served 38 and a half years, and my wife did 6.
Thank you for your service.
And it was wonderful for us to. I've been looking to put a flagpole up in our yard for a long time, just hadn't figured out where. And then Kale approached me and said, "Would you like a pole?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll let the boss know, and she can tell me where we're going to put it."
Right.
And she did. They came in. We did it in August, and then last month we went up to southeast of Pond Creek, and we did a couple up there that Kale and I served with here, and another husband and wife team. That he did like me. He did decades in the military, and his wife did a few years and then decided, like mine, to stay home and raise kids. So, but it's a rare opportunity to do a husband and wife.
It is,
and it's special.
And what's even more rare than a husband and wife is doing a father and son.
Oh.
And we did that last month.
We
too.
did a father and son last month, and let me tell you, that was very special. The father was in Vietnam, an Army veteran out there in Garber, and then his son was a Marine Corps veteran. And so when we showed up out at the father's house, he had no idea we were coming out. It was a surprise to him
cool.
and everything. And we had a Garber Fire Department. Well, no, the Garber EMS, and then the highway patrolman. There was a highway patrolman that stayed with us that whole day and took us to all of our different stops.
Very cool.
And I got to ride with him in his patrol car, and that's the first time I ever ridden up front in a cop car. I'm used to being in the other, in the back seat
with cuffs on,
with cuffs and stuff.
I think what I think special is a lot of these veterans, they feel they can feel forgotten and after being in service years ago, but this is a way for you guys to come out and rejuvenate the flame and let us know how much we appreciate them.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is, veterans typically like to just keep to themselves. We just like to just lay low, basically. We don't want any, fanfare or anything like that. We just want to live our lives and stuff. But then you come out and you do this flagpole, and you ask that veteran, what does that flagpole mean to you? And when that veteran's already got Purple Hearts or maybe even a Bronze Star or whatever, and whenever they say that flagpole is the highest honor that they've ever served or that they've ever received. I mean, man, it hits you right there, you know?
Awesome.
And, you know, I'm on Facebook Live with these guys when we're asking these questions, and they get to crying. So they get me to crying.
Yeah.
And so it's just you know, man, it's hard to get through those interviews, you know? But it's a way for that veteran to get that release.
And you guys, Rick was telling me, you handle the whole situation. You call Okie Dig, you get all the utilities identified and stuff like that.
We do. Yeah, Rick, he calls them. Go ahead and tell them about.
Well, I'll get the veteran's name, and I'll get their address, and I'll go and I'll input it into, Okie Dig has a website, and I'll put the information in, and then I'll just wait. And normally, you know, within 24, 48 hours, I start getting responses. And I mean, we're only going down maybe 18 inches, 2 feet max. But there's been some times where we've gotten, I felt a little sketchy because, I mean, we did, a couple months ago, we did Neighbors.
Yeah.
And after we did the installs, I got a thing from this telecommunications company that we had to be on 2 foot either side of their marking.
I wonder what happened to my Suddenlink connection.
Well,
That's what happened.
Luckily for us, it didn't run through the front yard. It ran through the alley out back. But, you know, if we go and hit something like that and it knocks out thousands of customers, we're responsible for that. So
What's cool about it is a lot of these vets, you know, they don't have to go through that process. If they want to, you know, they may have wanted a flagpole out front, but at the end of the day, there's some work involved. I mean, you know, there's labor, you know, they don't want to go cutting through their, you know, their cable line out front.
I mean, and we do it all. I mean, we'll show up out there. We'll dig the hole. The veteran, the first thing, we will hand him a set of post hole diggers, and he'll dig the dirt the first stab. And then after that, it's all on us. And we'll dig the hole. We'll mix the concrete. We'll set the base. We'll raise the pole up. We'll have the veteran raise the flag. There's a whole ceremony we go through. They'll lower the flag. We will ceremoniously fold it. We'll take the pole down because we want the concrete to set overnight. And then, you know, it's a light pole, so they can set it up the next day and run their flag back up.
And we are a drop-off center here at Jackson's of Enid. Now, do you have some other drop-off places?
Well, we are actually going to establish another
donation drop-off.
A donation site, yes. Enid Brewing downtown.
Okay.
We're going to get one set up down there as well. So if anybody feels, you know, that they would love to donate to our organization, please come out here to Jackson's and visit with, you know, anybody here.
Then come see me. Or,
come
Kent,
see Kent. Come see anybody and let them know that you're here to, you know, drop off.
And then what's it usually cost the whole gambit besides the manpower? Because you know we can't really count that. That's kind of priceless. What's it usually run to put a flagpole up?
Well, it costs our organization, for every flagpole we put up, it includes the pole, which is a black pole, and then we put a solar LED light on top of it.
Cool.
And then the flags that are put up on these poles are very unique flags. These flags have all been flown on Black Hawk helicopters.
That's what you were telling me, yeah.
Yeah, from the Oklahoma National Guard. And so we give that individual that flag and a certificate.
That's awesome.
It's really
neat. It's seen a little bit of service.
Yeah, you know.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, right. And so anyway, it ends up costing our organization about, you know, give or take about $160 for everything that we need. Thanks to Ace Hardware here in Enid, they are a major contributor.
They're one of your sponsors. Who else are your sponsors?
We have the We Too restaurant here in Enid, Dr. Chatterjee.
Everybody loves the We Too.
Oh yeah. We have the Dr. Chatterjee. He's a corporate donor. We have help me out here.
McVeigh Law Firm.
McVeigh Law Firm. We
recently got donations from Family Pharmacy.
Yes.
And we got a donation from Dr. Fagan at Brush Pediatric and Family Dentistry and Russell Singleton.
Hey, by the way, I don't want to interrupt you, but Roy Powell says hi.
Oh,
he's
is he
listening to
watching?
the podcast. He says, hi, guys, from the highway. I forgot I've got this neat setup here where And Sheriff Corey Rink says howdy.
Oh,
Yep,
hi.
yep. What
Sheriff.
a great addition to this county, Corey Rink.
Oh,
Good
I
shout
tell you
out,
what.
brother. You're doing a great job, buddy.
Hey, Corey, it's Cale Grauberger. I'm going to send you a friend's request on Facebook under Artilleries.
Yep.
So please, whenever I send you that friend's request, please accept it. It's me. But I go by Artilleries on Facebook.
Artillery. And Roy, thank you for watching the show. Thank you for supporting Joe Live and this veteran flag organization. It's
Yeah.
very special.
Roy's our vice president, and he's
Oh,
been
Roy's
up,
the vice president? Okay,
yeah,
very cool.
He's been up in doing some training for the Air Force
Okay.
this past few days up
All right.
in Nebraska. So he's on his way back home now.
Jason Hedrick, he's one of my great customers and great family and good father, good husband.
Hey,
And,
Jason,
he says
thanks
hi.
for watching.
Hey,
Thanks
Jason,
for
we
watching.
appreciate you watching, Jason. He's
Yeah.
he's an awesome dude. But yeah, so well, I said we were going to go over a few local items here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to,
Can I interject?
of
for
course, absolutely,
Yeah,
sure.
we were talking about installing flagpoles for veterans. Well, not every veteran owns their home.
That's right.
So when we go out to install a flagpole, the veteran has to own his home or get a release from his landlord to where we can install it. But if they don't get a release from the landlord, we have alternatives that we can present the veteran.
That's right. I remember you telling me
we
that.
have
A wooden flag.
a wooden flag that's done by a guy here local. Should we give
Oh,
John
yeah.
a shout? Let's
Yeah.
give John Gaw a shout out. We served with him in the Guard for many, many years. He does a real good job on these flags. I'm really impressed with him. You could. I've seen
I
professional
wish I
flags.
had a picture on your Facebook page last podcast, and they're really cool. And they're like it's something they can take with them.
Yes, it is, and that's the thing. We presented a veteran, about a year ago to date, down in Louisiana, a wooden flag. Because obviously we couldn't get down there to dig the hole and all that stuff, and so we presented him a wooden flag,
Very
and
cool.
he served with Rick and I in the Guard for many years. But yeah, so if you cannot physically have a flagpole due to circumstances like living in an apartment or
Okay.
living in an assisted living home, or I'll tell you the best one we ever did, the wooden flag, and then we can move on to
No, you're fine. No,
another
I'm not.
subject.
I'm just Joe Live. There's no agenda here.
There's
brother.
no
We-
agenda? Okay.
We just go with what the flow is.
Well, 2 years ago was our very first wooden flag presentation to an individual out at the assisted living center out on the east side of town. What is that called? Greenbrier. And he was turning 99. His name was Rex Campbell. And we presented him a wooden flag. And let me tell you, when we gave him that wooden flag, he got tears in his eyes and everything. And he just sat there and he just like petted that wooden flag for 5 minutes or so. He just loved it.
Yeah. It's special.
So
it means a lot.
it is.
It's touching lives.
Yeah.
Just to respond to our viewers, Jason Hedrick, he said, "Do you do flagpoles for everyone or just vets?" And obviously just vets, but if you guys need a side gig, it sounds like a pretty good opportunity there. But
Right.
it's really neat though. But I think right now, Jason, this is a veteran born operation here.
It is. That's all we're reaching out to right now is veterans, current and retired veterans, and again, they have to honorably serve, but we don't vet, our veterans like a lot of organizations do. We take their word for it that they've honorably served, and then we will give them a flagpole or a wooden flag, so that's how we roll.
Yep, I like it. It's once again, it's National Veterans Flagpoles United. We're a drop-off station here at Jackson's of Enid. So bring your donations in. Anything is helpful.
Anything, yes.
We'll probably put maybe a jar or something downstairs if they want to come in and see the office down there. But what a great cause.
Well, thank you. Yeah, this is...
And we appreciate your service very much.
Well, this is just our way of, giving back and continuing our service.
Sure.
If Rick and I had it our way, we would still be in boots today and leading troops and doing our jobs and stuff like that. But, time and age and
right.
medical stuff catches up with you, and you're just, you're no longer an asset to the government. You're more of a liability. So
well, we hope that you guys are being an example for the future, veterans out there. You guys are vets yourselves, so hopefully they will carry the tradition, and you're starting something great here.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we appreciate that.
Well, I'm sitting here looking at your son.
Yeah.
And
let's see if I can get him on the camera here. Yeah. He wasn't planning on being on.
Well, I understand that, but
what's up, KJ? Kieran.
It made me think of something else too. There's a lot of groups in high schools that they need community service and volunteer hours. We have a form that we can fill out when they go out with us on the weekends and they help us install flagpoles. We can show them community service hours.
Yes.
For requirement. It looks good on a college application.
That's a great idea, actually.
Well,
I didn't think about that.
and even last month we had a friend of my son's that needed some community service hours for the legal institution, as you will.
Of course. So, it happens.
So, we can offer community service hours.
Wow,
for high school
very
students.
cool. What a cool thing to do. I'd much rather do that than pick up trash off the highway.
I'm sure.
And it's they're both good causes, but
Right. Well, and the thing about it too is even the people that are active duty in the Air Force right now or military, whatever, they have a volunteer service medal. The Army has one, Air Force has one, and every branch has a volunteer service ribbon or medal or whatever. So you got to do X amount of community service hours to get those. But if you come out and you serve with us on any given weekend and help us, we can give a letter to your commander stating that you have done X amount of hours, and you can get that award.
And so, it's a good bullet on an NCOER too. So.
It is, and an NCOER is a non-commissioned officer evaluation report, that we get every year, and so
we used to get every year.
Well, yeah, that's true. Glad we don't get those anymore.
No.
All right. Well, like I said, the organization National Veterans Flagpoles United. We're a donation drop-off center at Jackson's of Enid. I think what you guys are doing is a great thing.
Well, we appreciate your support. Without Jackson's coming on, man, we were really spinning our wheels, literally, trying to figure out, man, what are we going to do, to get, over this hump that we needed to get over. Well, you guys got us over that hump.
I've been trying to get this. I enjoy this podcast, and I don't have a lot of time to do these podcasts, but I will tell you, this is something I've been wanting to do more philanthropic things, and this is one of the best causes I can think of. It helps me, and you guys have helped me. You've been very patient with me as far as getting the microphone set up, Rick, and the cameras and stuff like that. So it's mutually beneficial, I think, to all of us, and it's just a good thing.
It really is, and again, without Jackson's support, man, we couldn't be able to do this.
I appreciate that very much. We haven't done hardly much, but we'll do what we can. By gosh,
you have done a lot.
You don't know.
I'll go ahead and tell the people out there. Jackson supplies us a vehicle every month to do our missions in, and let me tell you, that's awesome. Being able to put that magnet on the side of that vehicle that says the Jackson's Flag and Wagon. I mean,
it's a beautiful name, by the way. I love it.
It is so cool.
It's got swagger.
It does. So maybe our jingle needs to have something with the Flag and Wagon in it.
Yeah. We're gonna come up with something.
We will. Well, too bad we couldn't get Coolio on this.
And I want to have you. I want to have you. Yeah, right. That's too soon.
Was that too soon?
Too soon.
I'm sorry.
Too soon. Yeah, who knows what that's. I love that guy. He's got some good tunes.
He does. Gangster's Paradise. Yeah.
But anyway, well, I don't really have a lot else. We were going to kind of go over some stuff, but this has been a good podcast, and I want to have you guys back. And thank you for what you guys do. Any final comments, Kel?
No. If you're looking for something to do in October and you're not doing anything on the 15th or the 22nd, please look us up on Facebook again, National Veterans Flagpoles United. I will post all of our information of what we're going to do this month. And if you need something to do on those days, come out and volunteer. You don't even have to get your hands dirty. Just come out and shake that veteran's hands.
Do we
That
have
means
a
a lot. That means a lot right there. Shaking that.
Do we have a
veteran's
phone
hands.
number that we could put on here?
You can. Give them my phone number,
Okay, what's that number?
580
Okay,
554
okay,
5011.
okay. And this is the number. This is your cell. But if they want to volunteer
Or more information.
yeah, we can't see it right there.
Oh,
over here.
the whites.
Oh, no, I
There
got
you
you. I
go.
got you, buddy.
Yeah, this is my personal cell phone number. So if you want more information on how to get involved or how to donate or whatever it may be, give me a call and we'll get you taken care of.
580-554-5011.
That is correct.
And you can also donate it at Jackson's of Enid.
Come on into Jackson's of Enid, look for a good quality new or used vehicle, and then
Yeah, we got to pay for this equipment somehow.
we do, right? Or you do. That's right.
No, it works out great. All right, well, thanks for coming in, guys, and we'll do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, a National Veterans Flagpoles United, be sure and support them, and come up to Jackson and we're a donation drop-off site, and support our veterans. Thank you so much, guys, and for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Well, thank you.
See you
for
next
having us.
time.
See ya.
At Jackson's of Enid Live.
Yeah, right. Except from the 70s.
All right.